I think I'm a practitioner, and I think I'm learning while my students are learning and with them. And I see it very much as a dialogue, a conversation that's ongoing, and I don't think of myself as a person and a teacher, as a person who is supposed to be influencing or shaping students either. I think it's about creating a set of conditions that are informed and intelligent, perhaps providing language materials, but ultimately they are for a purpose to do with justice, equality, and personal agency.
Advice, leader, they're helpful, and obviously a knowledge resource.
I think that the idea of learning inside four walls is very, very challenging because of two reasons. One is, the first thing you have to learn is that this sort of structure, this sort of enterprise and learning are not the same thing. It's like saying DEET is not the same thing as the Board of Studies. One wants education, the other wants the fences around the schools and the structure to operate properly. It's true one needs some sense of structure, but I think it can also prevent learning, and I think that so that's a constraint.
School is not contained by 6 hours, even after you finished all your lessons. Right now, in high school years, I have to go home and study a lot, especially the subjects I have now. So I would say I'm very limited on the time I have.
I think that there's two things here. The first really simple thing is to say that if you know where you're going and you know what the goal is and what the important things are to learn, you can backward map. That's Joe Teague's stuff from Canada, right? And it's the idea that you backward map everything you teach. So you don't teach a whole lot of just stuff that doesn't really matter to get to where you want to go. You work out where you want to go and you work out how do you get there with the absolute forensic best things possible. And you might blow it a little bit, but generally speaking, that's a better way of doing it, because you're not just going to be content filled, you're going to be focused on key ideas and essential learning. And it's much clearer. For me personally in my own life, when I teach, but I don't think of myself as kind of a box of a teacher, and I really try to make sure that I actually think of my life in a very wide way, so that I don't because I don't think it's healthy to be in a classroom and teach students as if that's all you are. I think that's a bad message for them, and also it tends to dry up what you actually can bring in terms of diverse life experience, your own perspectives. You may not even know what your own perspectives are if you're just simply a job. Just learning. And learning, and also ethics. It's the justice angle of it, where you realise that what you actually have, there's something being created that's fresh and has equity and justice for students, and gives them something they can walk out feeling, smarter and freer. I think that's cool, and me too.